and welcome to today's video. Today I'll be showing you how to make this adorable little strawberry cow. Let's get to it! You will be needing a crochet hook. I'm using a size 3, scissors, darning needle, and a stitch marker, and some polyfill. Colors are a bright pink, a lighter pink, white, and some green. We will be starting with the front legs, since they are different to the back legs, as you can see. To start with the front legs, we will be taking our dark pink and making a magic ring. So, to make a magic ring, same as the bee. There we go. We will be single crocheting 6 into our magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then we close our magic ring with this tail. And we'll move on to round 2. For round 2, we will be doing 6 increases so that we have 12 stitches. So an increase is once again 2 single crochets in the same stitch. As you'll see, we just did 1 in that stitch and then a second in that same stitch. Okay, and let's do it again. 2. Now we'll be doing that all the way across until we have 12 single crochets. For round 3, we will be crocheting 12 single crochets in the back loops of each stitch. Now, let's see. So we see here's our stitch. It's a little difficult to see with this yarn. But this time, instead of going through both of those little, that V stitch, we'll be going just in the back one. See? I'm doing a single crochet and marker stitch. Okay, again, into the back loops of every stitch. You should be having 12 at the end of this round again. Okay, we've finished our back loop round. As you can see, it just makes it look a little more up, I guess. As you can see. Okay, for round 4, we'll be just doing 12 single crochets like normal. No fancy back loops or anything, just 12 single crochets. As you'll see, oops. Before finishing the round, we will be color changing to white. So as you can see, I did not do my last stitch. So we're going to make a color change in it. So almost like you normally do a single crochet. We take our white. And we finish off with white. And now we've color changed. And you can just cut off this tail. For round 5, we will be doing 12 single crochets in the color white. So just like normal, this time we're just doing it in white. Once we finish the round, we move on to round 6. For round 6, we will be single crochet and then making a decrease in the next. So, single crochet, and then a decrease in the next stitch. So I'm doing an invisible decrease. So you take the front loop of the next 2 stitches and then do a normal single crochet, like so. Now we're going to repeat that 4 times until you have 8 stitches. So one more time, single crochet, and then decrease. Oops. Okay, now we do that until we have 8 stitches. This is what it should be looking like. As you can see, it's obviously smaller, has a little bit of a going up. I prefer to start stuffing here so it's not a struggle at the end. So I'm going to quickly stuff my leg and we'll get to round 7. Okay, for round 7 and 8, we will just be going around doing 8 single crochets. So we will just be doing for the next 2 rows 8 single crochets. Okay, after you finish round 8, you can stuff a little more so that your leg's a little more stuffed. Okay, to finish off your legs, you will be folding it in half. Okay, well, I'm gonna take off my stitch marker. Okay, you'll be folding your leg in half. You'll be going through 2 single crochets. So you go through this first one in the front, like so, and then go through your last stitch that you just completed, like so, and you single crochet. So you'll be doing that and across. So you'll have 4 single crochets. So I'll do it again. Go through your first in the front one, and you go through the back one. So that's 2. Let's do 3 and 4. There we go. Chain 1, leave a short tail, and there we go. Now we have a leg. Now you will redo it so you have 2 legs. Once you've finished your second leg, you can put these to the side. We will use them just now in the body. For the body, there will be a couple color changes, so have your pink color at ready. To start the body, we will be doing 6 single crochets in a magic ring. For round 2, we will be doing 6 increases so that we have 12 single crochets. So an increase again is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. For row 3, we will be adding our pink. So let's do a single crochet and then an increase. But before finishing your increase, grab your pink. Oops. There we go. Now you'll be doing a single crochet in pink and an increase in pink. Before finishing, change back to white. And now you'll be doing in white, single crochet increases 4 times until you reach the end. For round 4, you'll be doing 2 single crochets and then an increase, but remember, we won't be finishing out increase, but we will be color changing to pink. So 1, 2, increase, but don't finish. For about pink. Okay, then for our pink we'll be doing 2 single crochets and an increase again. But remember, we won't be finishing it. We'll be color changing back to white. Now you'll be doing 2 single crochets and then an increase until you reach the end of round 4. For round 5, you'll be doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. But remember, we will be color changing to pink in our last increase stitch. So 1, 2, 3, and our increase with a color change. Okay, we will now be doing 3 single crochets, but we will be color changing in our 3rd single crochet. And now we color change to white. We won't be doing our increase in, there we go. Okay, now you'll do an increase in white, like so. Now you'll once again be doing 3 single crochets and an increase, and you'll repeat that until the end. For round 6, we will be doing 5 single crochets in white and color changing in our last stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 with a color change. Okay, now in pink, you'll be doing 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and color change back to white. Okay, now you'll be doing 10 single crochets in white. Nine. Before we finish 10, we are going to color change to pink again. Now in our pink, we will be doing 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and color change back to white. Now you'll finish off the round with 7 single crochets in white. For round 7, we will be doing 6 single crochets in white before color changing to pink. So in our last stitch for 6, we will be color changing back to pink. And we will be doing 3 single crochets in pink. And 3 color change back to white. Now we will be doing 10 single crochets in white. Okay, so I have 10 single crochets in white. I'll be color changing to pink, and I'll be doing 3 single crochets in pink before color changing back to white, as you'll see. And now you should have 8 single crochets left, and you'll be doing 8 single crochets to finish the round. For round 8, you will be doing 14 single crochets in white before color changing to pink. So 1 and 14, and we color change to pink. We will be doing 1 single crochet in pink and color changing back to white, like so. Then you'll be doing 4 single crochets. And 4, and color change back to pink. And you'll be doing 4 single crochets in pink again. Four, color change back to white, and then you'll be finished the round off with 7 single crochets in white. For the next round, we will be doing our decreases. So we'll be doing 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and we'll be doing a decrease. And we will do it again. 1, 2, decrease, and once more. 1, 2, oops, decrease. Okay, you will be doing 1 single crochet in white, and you'll color change to pink, and then you'll be doing another single crochet, and then you'll be doing a decrease. Before finishing off, you change back to white. Now you'll be doing 2 single crochets again. You'll be doing a decrease and color change to pink. Now you'll be doing 2 single crochets, a decrease, color change back to white, and you'll finish off the row with 1, 2, decrease, and 2 single crochets. There we go. You should have 24 by now, so you can go ahead and cut off your pink yarn, but we are finished with it, and put that to the side. Now we'll be moving on to the next round where we'll be crocheting the leg onto it. Okay, we will be doing 6 single crochets before we reach the leg. So do your 6 single crochets. Okay, once you have 6 single crochets, you'll be taking our first leg and we're going to crochet it onto the body with 4 single crochets. So we'll go through our last stitch from the leg, and then we'll be going into our next stitch in the body, like so, with that tail inside. You can do a single crochet, like so. Okay, so again, you'll be going through the next stitch in the leg and the next stitch in the body, like so. So once again, leg, body, single crochet, last one, leg, and then body, and single crochet. Then you'll be doing 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Now we'll be taking our second leg and we'll be doing the same thing with again 4 single crochets. So leg, body, single crochet, leg, body, single crochet, leg, body, single crochet, leg, body, single crochet. Now you'll finish the round off with 8 single crochets. So that's what it'll look like at the end of the round. That's the inside. Now you can stuff before we move on to the last round. For the last round, you'll be doing a single crochet, and then a decrease. And you'll repeat that all the way around. Single crochet and a decrease. Once more, single crochet, decrease. At the end of the round, you should have 18 stitches left. So finish the round off. Okay, once you have finished, you can leave a long tail to sew on the head for later. Fasten off. There we go. Now you have your body. Now you can stuff it a little more, but we can set this to the side. Okay, optional, I like to do it so that the legs don't stay so floppy, as you can see. I'm going to sew them down like I did with this one. So all I do is just take my needle, like so. We'll go somewhere in through the body. And we just make our way through to just about under the legs. Okay, like so. And we just pop in somewhere through the legs. And sew the leg down. So you can do that until you like it. You don't have to do it, I just prefer it. Next, we will be doing our back leg. So we'll be doing our 2 back legs. Okay, for the back legs, you will be doing 6 single crochets in your magic ring. Okay, after you got 6 in your magic ring, you'll be doing 6 increases to get 12 single crochets. So again, increase, 2 single crochets in every stitch, all the way around. For round 3, you'll be doing 12 single crochets in every stitch. Well, 12 single crochets, so that's a single crochet in every stitch. And then you will color change to white in your last stitch. So let's get to it. So again, last stitch, we are color changing to white. Get your white wool. And color change to white. Now this will be our last round for the peak, and you'll just be doing 12 single crochets and then you'll fasten off. So let's do 12 single crochets. And 12. There we go. We chain 1, leave a long tail to sew in, pull through, and there we go. Now you can stuff it and repeat this leg so you have 2. Okay, there we go. We have 2 of the back legs. Now we will be attaching them to the body quickly. Okay, so for the legs, I like to put the body on a flat surface, attach the legs somewhere where I like it, hold it on, and then I simply start sewing it on. So there you go. So you'll just be doing this until it's secure. Then we'll be doing the same for the second leg. So that's what mine kind of looks like. If you want a reference, it is 1, 2, 3, between rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's between 4 and 7, which I attached this leg on about 2-ish stitches away from the front leg. So continue and sewing it around. Okay, and for the second leg, we'll do the same as we did for the first. Attach it somewhere where we think is right, all up to how you would like it to sit. And then we just sew it on. Okay, and there's my body with its legs attached. And there's what they look like on. And it can sit nicely on the table or wherever you want to place it. So now we can move on to the head. Okay, we'll now be doing the head. So once again, have your pink header ready, for we'll be doing lots of color changing in the head. So we'll be starting off with 6 single crochets in your magic ring. So once again, just do 6 single crochets in a magic ring. For round 2, you'll be doing 6 single crochet increases so that we have 12. So again, increase is 2 single crochets in the same stitch all the way around. Okay, for round 3, we will be doing our first color change. First, let's do a single crochet. And then we will be doing an increase, but we're not going to finish it, for we are going to color change. Okay, we'll be doing a single crochet and then an increase in pink, and we'll color change back to white. So single crochet and increase with the color change back to white. And now you'll be doing again single crochet, increase 4 times until you reach the end of the round. Okay, for round 4, you'll be doing 2 single crochets, increase, color change to pink. So once again, 1, 2, increase, change to pink, and now we will be doing 2 single crochets, 2, increase with the color change to white. Okay, now again, you'll just be doing 2 single crochets and increase 4 times all the way until you reach the end of the row. For round 5, you'll be doing 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, increase with the color change, okay, now you'll be doing 3 single crochets, 3, and then increase with the color change to white. Okay, now you'll be doing 3 single crochets, 3, increase all the way around until you finish the round. So again, 3 single crochets, increase until you reach the end of the round. Okay, for round 6, you'll be doing 5 single crochets and then color change to pink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a color change to pink. Okay, now you'll be doing 5 single crochets in pink. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Color change back to white. Now you'll finish off with 20 single crochets in white. So there we go, finished the round, 20 single crochets. Okay, for round 7. Okay, for round 7, we will be doing increases to make a cheek. So first, you'll be doing 3 single crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now you'll be doing 2 increases. So we'll be doing 1, 2, and you're going to color change to pink. And you'll be doing another 2 increases in pink. So 1 and 2. Then you'll be doing another 2 single crochets in pink and 2, and you'll color change back to white. Now you'll be doing 8 single crochets in white. Okay, once you have finished your 8 single crochets, you'll be doing 4 single crochet increases. So increase in your first stitch, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you'll finish the round off with 9 single crochets. For round 8, you'll be doing 10 single crochets in white before color changing to pink. So 1 and 10 with a color change to pink. You'll do 3 single crochets of pink, color change to white. Now you can cut off the pink since we are finished with the color changing. Okay, now you'll finish the round off with 25 single crochets in white. For rows 9 and 10, you'll just be single crocheting through every stitch. You should have 38 stitches. So again, for rounds 9 and 10, 2 rows, just single crochet through 38 single crochets. Okay, for round 11, you'll be doing 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll be doing 4 decreases. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you'll be doing 10 single crochets. So 1 and 10. Then you'll be doing another 4 decreases. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you'll finish the round off with 8 single crochets. Now is the perfect time to add your eyes. So here's the eyes. So I added mine around between rows 8 and 9. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's do it between rows 7 and 8. Plop them in there. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 stitches in between. We can count 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and we pop in an eye. There we go. And quickly add our safety eyes, and we can move on to finishing the head. Okay, after placing the eyes, we'll be moving on. We'll be doing 3 single crochets and a decrease. So 1, 2, and 3, and then a decrease. So you'll repeat it until the end of the round. So again, just 1, 2, 3, and decrease. Oops. And decrease. So you're repeating that all the way until you finish the round. Okay, for the next round, you'll be doing 2 single crochets and a decrease. So 1, 2, decrease. So you will be repeating this 1, 2, decrease all the way until you finish the round. Okay, after your 2 decrease round, I will be stuffing the head. Prefer to do it now, so you can stuff. Okay, for the next round, after stuffing the head, you'll be doing 1 single crochet, 1, and then a decrease. So for this row, here it is 1 single crochet, 1 decrease until you finish the round. And for the last round of the head, you'll be decreasing in every stitch. So So this is just a decrease round. You're decreasing in every stitch until you finish. Okay, once you finish the round, chain 1, cut off a small tail, pause it off, take out your stitch marker, and sew the hole closed. So we'll just take the front loops of every stitch. There we go, pull tight, and then go in. There we go, now you have a head. Moving on to the ears, you'll be doing 6 single crochets in a magic ring. So again, magic ring, chain 1, and we make 6. Great, now for round 2, you'll be doing 2 single crochets in every stitch, so you'll be increasing this round again. So again, increase 2 single crochets in every stitch until you reach the end. 1 and 2. Now you'll repeat this till the end of the round. And for the last round, you'll just be doing 1 single crochet and then 1 increase throughout the whole round. So 1 single crochet, and then 1 increase. You'll be doing that till you reach the end of the round. Okay, after you have finished your single crochet increase round, you'll be taking out your stitch marker, turning your ears so the underside is upside. You'll be folding the ear sort of in half. You'll take this, your first stitch, and single crochet into your last stitch like so, and single crochet, chain 1, leave a tail to sew, pull through, and there you have your first ear. Now you'll repeat this until you have your second ear. Okay, so now we have our ears. So we're gonna take it, place it about onto the sides, just there where your color change is. Go through your stitch and pull through. Okay, now you'll just be sewing it on and down onto the head. Okay, so now with the tail from the inside, we're just going to use it as an extra securant. We can use it to tie here by our ear. Oops. Okay, let me just go through somewhere. Okay, there we go. So there's ear 1 done. Now you will repeat on the other side. And this is what it will look like after you've sewn on your ears. Looks a little funny, but that's okay. Now we'll be moving on to the snout. I am going to be using a lighter color. You can see the difference between the two for the snout, just so that it can break up all the dark pink for a little bit. Okay, for the snout, you'll be chaining 4. Now to chain, you make a slip knot, and you just pull through. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now in the second chain from your hook, you'll be doing 1 single crochet, mark your stitch, and you'll be doing another single crochet in the middle stitch. Then you'll be doing 3 single crochets in the last chain. So 1, 2, and 3. So now you'll be turning to the other side, so you'll be working on the underside. Now you'll do a single crochet in the middle stitch. Then you'll be doing an increase in the last stitch, so just 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Now you can just slip stitch into your first stitch, leave a tail to sew. Okay, there we go. Now we have our snout. That's our head. Now you can place it about there, under the eyes, middle of the eyes. So in that specific area, you can go sort of middle-ish over here, and then you'll be sewing it down to the face. Okay, there you go. There's my face after I have sewn on the snout. Next, we will be moving on to the little strawberry horns. So grab your dark pink and let's get to it. Okay, for the horns, we will be doing 4 single crochets in a magic ring. So again, you do your magic ring. Chain 1. Now we're going to be working 4 single crochets in it. Okay, so once you have your round finished of 4, you'll be doing a single crochet into your first stitch. Then you'll be doing an increase in the next stitch. Oops. Increase. Then it's a single crochet again. And then an increase in your last stitch. You should have 6 single crochets all together now. Now for your last round, you'll just be doing 6 single crochets. So a single crochet in every stitch. Okay, once you have finished your 6 single crochets, you'll be doing 1 slip stitch in your first stitch. Now you leave a tail to sew on, pull through, and there you go. Now you have 1 horn. Now you repeat the same pattern for the second one. Once you have finished with your horn, we're going to attach them to the head. So placement wise should just be above the ear, like so, like so. So you can sew them down and we will get back to the embroidering. Once you have the horns attached, we will be adding the little white seeds on. So we'll take a string of white, go into the head somewhere, and make sure we come out through somewhere in the horn. Okay. Now we're going to be going through the next stitch on top, and we'll just be going around until, well, you can just add as many things as you want, as little as you want, just until it feels right for you. So you do this on both horns, and then we will do the little leaves next. Okay, now once you have finished the strawberry to your liking, we'll be taking some green yarn, going through a stitch somewhere, come behind at the back of the strawberries. Okay, now we're gonna wrap the yarn around the strawberry, not too tightly, just around, and we'll be going back into the same stitch that we came out of. Oops. And we'll be moving on to the next strawberry. Also come right up on it. And we pull through. See, just add a pop of green to make it more strawberry-like. Now once again, we wrap the green around the strawberry. Go through the same stitch. Oops. And there we go. Now we have 2 little strawberries. Now you can tie off, weave it in, and then we can sew the head on to the body. Okay, now we will be attaching the head. So attach your needle to the yarn from the body. Take your head, position it correctly, hold on tight, like a little sandwich. Okay, now we're gonna be just sewing the head onto the body. Plain and simple. Sew it all on. Okay, now you do that until your head is securely onto the body. We will be starting off with the leaf bit and then moving on to the stem. To start, we'll be chaining 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the second chain from your hook, you'll be doing 1 slip stitch. In the next chain, you'll be doing a single crochet. In the next stitch, you'll be doing a half double crochet. And in the last stitch, you'll be doing 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you'll be doing on the other side, you'll be doing a half double crochet, a single crochet, and a slip stitch in the last stitch. Chain 1, weave a tail, fasten off. Now you can quickly weave in your ends. Now for the stem part, we will be attaching our hook into the middle double crochet. Take our yarn, leave quite a tail to sew in. Then we will be chaining 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and then we'll be doing 5 single crochets down the chain, and we'll be slip stitching back into the stitch, and then we'll be fastening off. So again, 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and slip stitch. Leave a tail, and we'll attach it to the body. Okay, I've just weaved in the tail down the stem to get to the bottom. Take our tailless cowl, flip them upside down, and you can position the tail anywhere you'd like. I'm going to add a drop roughly in the middle down here. And you just sew on your tail. And there we go. Now we have a completed cowl. As you can see, I've got 2 now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Toodaloo!